with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much to love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Canes will kick off first, and here we go. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Play action, here's Manning. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Running inside. It's Smothers. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Here's Mensah to throw. Intercepted deep in his own end. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Texas offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Throwing Manning. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Got his man, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Manning to the air again. Right down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the...
He'll try to take it back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. It's complete to the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And he's in for his second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Arch Madness. And wings it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to pass. It's Manning. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Miami! A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Miami Hurricanes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Miami's head coach told me before the game he understands the SEC is a line of scrimmage league. That's why he is really trying to prove that the ACC can battle with them in the trenches. He said this will be a huge matchup to test his team, and he'll have to be very good on the play calls. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Canes ready to kick it away first. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He's got great speed. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juiced.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Here's a little room there. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Direct snap. Oh, he's got some space. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Mensa. He's going to take a shot right away. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Hurricanes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. The run inside. It's Fletcher.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I'll tell you what, safeties in today's football now, it changes, right? You used to be big hitters that spin down all the time and have to play the run. Now with so much pass, so much spread.
Got some room to run. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Maybe a crease. He's at the 40. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels!
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And they'll get this drive going from the 17. Throwing, Mensah. On target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Makes the grab. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Fletcher. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Makes a catch. He's going to come up just a bit short. It'll bring up fourth down from the 43. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. He's got it, first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Hurricanes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's Mensah to throw. The short hands, it's Jacobs. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quickly to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Running the red zone, it's Fletcher. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got his man. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
It's complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical third down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on fourth down again. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got it. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. They decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6.
And he's in. Touchdown, Hurricane.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
He's back in the end zone for the two-point conversion and followed the touchdown as he single-handedly is trying to keep them in it. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Lacy. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be...
Might have a chance. Sweet spin. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes...
Turning it on. Picks up the first down. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rebels. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And they tacked on the extra point. From inside the 10, here he comes. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Mensah. That's caught. It's Lofton. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions.
Going long. Catch inside the 25. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll run it. It's Fletcher. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He's got it. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 1 snap coming before they head to the locker room. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Throwing, Mensah. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Rebels. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get, at minimum, tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively, and you know...
He's going for a big play downfield. Pulls it in down the sideline. Here he goes. Touchdown, Caves. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he makes the grab for the deuce. They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. Two-possession game going for the onside kick here in the third. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
And he's knocked down.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Direct snap. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snap to the back. He never had a chance, never came close to converting that 4th down. Great job by this defense.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting a run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Makes the grab. It's Jacobs.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's Mensah to throw. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Fires it down the seam. Makes a deep grab. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Canes with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Miami! They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
And man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football. But here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Lacey. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Rebels. Once he got some room, it was over.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Makes the catch. It's Jacobs. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Going for it all. Touchdown, Hurricane! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Man, you want these guys that can take the top off the defense. It changes the way they're going to play coverage on you, and he does it right here. Just runs by the DB. He had no chance to try to catch up with him. Makes the big play down the field. And this will change the way you play defense against this guy the rest of the game.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our block.
Could be headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense and plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive. Someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Mensah. That's reeled in. It's Jacobs. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. The quick out. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Throwing, Mensah. Grab near the sticks. It's Jacobs. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Canes look to keep this drive humming.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks.
He lets it fly. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
The clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. On the direct snap, it's Lacey, finding some room. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. He scores for the 5th time in this game. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Makes the catch. It's Lofton. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue.
Trying to get behind the defense. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Runs into a wall. They'll give him one out to the 8. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Lacey. Got a little grass. He's at the 40. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the route is on. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game.
And he punches it in the end zone, and man, oh man, has this running back been impressive. Just the amounts of licks he's taken and just kept moving forward. Like, they've made no bones about it, Palmer. They were going to run the football, and they did. They gave it to him over and over again. The defense knew it was coming, and he still performed.
It's incredible. The head coach called him into his office earlier in the week, and he said, look, we are going to force feed you the football. You have to carry this for us on our way to victory. And he was glad to accept that challenge. He did it today, David. He took a beating. He is going to need the ice tub. He's going to need cryotherapy. He's going to need a good stretch, and he needs some sleep. But, man, did he ever deliver for his offense and his team.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Running inside, it's Fletcher. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. He might want another play. Here's Mensa to throw. Under fire. And it's a sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. There's some room. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to really...
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, to the house. Touchdown, Canes.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Oh, they're after him. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
Direct snap. It's Lacey. Makes it past the marker. Hits the afterburners. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football, good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football, finishing the run.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! And the pummeling has started.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Worked on the touchdown, might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game.
Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. And right down the middle. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick.
Perfect execution on the onside kick. And how about the kicker? He makes sure that ball skips a couple times before popping up into the air and allowing his players to go get underneath it.
Snap to the back. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. And this one's not going to work out either. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's fourth down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Runs through a tackle. And after the short run, the clock hits zeros, and we are all wrapped up here. Stadium in Athens. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Georgia Bulldogs. Restate a state of Polly. Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. And the Canes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop. There. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Hauls it in. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a number 1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? Put a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drop. Converts on 4th down. Still going.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And the Hurricanes have this offense rolling. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page. Mensah.
He unleashes a long one. Catch in stride inside the 15. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Sings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Maybe some room here. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Canes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Throwing, Mensah. Back's got it. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to pound it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Canes! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Fires quickly. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab and room to run. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. And the Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The run inside. It's Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tempo and overdrive.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. He's not quite going to have enough. Picked up a couple on the play, and it'll be 4th down, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Dogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, it's Frazier. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your run.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Here's Mensa to throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Jacobs. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. It's on target and complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Running inside, it's Fletcher. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run in...
Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And now the hit knocks it loose. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball secured.
Throws toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's only got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Makes a grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Push ahead on the sneak. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to pass on second down. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Fitted in the window for the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They're working that left side. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that third down here on the third play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Third and short now from their own 48. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game. So
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, going to the air. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why
he lobs one high down the left side. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Canes!
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They didn't give him much on the... A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Canes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The run inside. It's Hill. There he goes. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The give, it's Davison. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, more. And he is stopped short. The defense gets it done on 4th down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Throwing, Mensah. Here comes the heat. Finds the tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Canes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That's just a really nice job by the running back making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle inside on that.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Here's Mensah to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He wants to change this route. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Absolute shank. Missed it. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Moore. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They've been frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Mensah. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll try it over the left side. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Moore to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Ducks. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive. There's a little room there. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Pringle.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And the Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Throwing, Mensah. That's caught. It's Pringle. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Running inside. It's Pringle.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And so far early in this game, and you've got to be impressed with this defense and the physicality and then stopping the run. You could tell it's a priority for this defense. They're up there. They're close to the line of scrimmage. The ground game right now not going, and the defense is dialed in on it.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Here's Mensah to throw. Rushes on him, and down he goes. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him.
Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Oh, and those are one of those plays where you just start scratching your head and you're like, wait a minute, you're going the wrong way. It was a nice interception, but you can tell lost his bearings, lost his compass, lost his mind, whatever he lost, and he goes the wrong way. I promise you, all week that will be shown in the defensive meeting rooms, and they will be laughing and pointing and making fun of the young man for going the wrong direction.
Makes a catch at the 10. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Oh, he's got some space. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
This doesn't happen with just anybody in tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. What a grab with one hand.
Well, that's about as impressive as a short gainer catch as you're ever going to see. I mean, didn't get the first, didn't go very far downfield, but it was pretty looking. Caught it with one hand. I mean, I guess there's that.
The Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch them.
Maybe a crease. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run inside. It's Fletcher. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miami! Up by 1. They're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He's got it for the 2-point conversion. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Mensah makes the grab on the left. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Turning it on. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out... Oh, they're faking it. He's looking for a man. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Throwing, Mensah. Finds his man. It's Brown. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's second and long. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense drags him down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Here's Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection.
And that's the start you absolutely talked about and discussed in the locker room. This defense, they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. They needed some good things to go their way, get a stop, create some momentum. Great first drive by this defense. Now their offense has got to put some points on the board.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage.
Got it! Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field.
Touchdown, Ducks! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Pulls it in. It's Pringle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Working that left side now. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Here's Moore to throw. Unloads it left. Got a man. It's Moore. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. So Miami signals for a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Moore to throw for it on fourth down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Moore throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Looking left. Got it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On the snap, it's Davison. Touchdown, Oregon! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. So the final tally on that drive will be 31 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, make it
picked off. What a play to set him up.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Throwing more. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Davison. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Moore from the gun on third down. He's got him. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. So the defense uses a timeout here. 2:08 remaining on the clock. They didn't want it to get down to the 2-minute stoppage. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Davison. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. Mensah pulls it in. It's Jacobs. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes trailing.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Great job by the defense ending this ball game. Don't give them any life. Great job forcing the fumble. You already got the lead. You take the ball back with a little bit of time. Nail meet coffin.
DB's right up on the receivers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off like there was.